it came as a real surprise when I learnt the other day that this Godzilla expansion for Death May Die was available on Amazon UK as a standalone little figure and expansion thing. I thought this was all coming out with the next the next incarnation of the game, but no, he's out. So I snapped him up, and here he is now. Just to avoid reflections and you seeing a worse monster than him, I'm just going to pause it and get the cellophane off, and we'll see what we've got. So here we go then. Lovely box image. Same all round. But then this is curious. Everything is German at the top, but you do have German and English things. Godzilla can be added to any game of Cthulhu, Death May Die. That's great, because all I've got right now is the first one, season 1 as they call it. And as I say, I'm puzzled. I thought this was going to be out in the season 3, and most probably it is, but with tons more figures and stuff, because I know in season 2 I've been umming and ahhing about either getting the whole game, season 2, or just getting these boxes which have the episodes, story and counters and what have you. All right, it looks, yeah, it's just one Godzilla miniature, 2 Godzilla cards, 22 tokens. So there's no minions, no little baby Godzilla or mini Mothra or whatever. Let's see, can I get this out without pausing? Yeah, I can do that. So we have got inside. So I'm assuming then that, yeah, you have English and German. So that's the card. Debris counters, flame counters, and something that doesn't want to come out. Come on out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry about this. German Godzilla rules. There we are. Godzilla is not an enemy. It does not count as a figure for game purposes. Any effects that affect figures or enemies do not affect it. Godzilla cannot move through passages that other figures also cannot. If Godzilla kills the elder one, the investigators win. Aha! So Godzilla is an ally. He's not an elder one or anything like that. Okay. So put all these away for now, and let's have a look at the reason for doing this video. There he is. Nope, taped up. Can I do it one-handed? Oh, it's a knack I'm learning. Yes, I can. So, here we go. Here he is. What a beautiful sculpt. Look at all that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I need my friend Ian here to tell me what version this is, and shortly I'll send him a photo and say, look, which one is this then? And he can give me pointers. If it's the original Godzilla, it's a black and white film, isn't it? So I can do what I like. But he's mainly grey, isn't he? But I've got to think about what I'm going to do about his spines. All right. As I do with all of the models, and I don't know whether this actually needs it or not, does feel slightly waxy, but with all the Cthulhu figures, I've been giving them a bath, a warm soapy wash first, and then I'll prime him. Doesn't seem really necessary, but because he's going to be grey most probably. But no, you need primer. It's got to be a good basis for the paint to attach to. All right, so I'll come back in with him washed, and pretty much this colour, but it will be primer. Okay, Ian says this is the original Godzilla. This is the 54 Godzilla, and you can tell because of the ears. All right, so this is him washed, and let's zoom in on the detail now. You can see the detail more. Now I've put a coat of grey primer, and Godzilla is grey, so this can be the base coat. There are seams, which I will be filling. You've got one up there in the jaw. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a coat of Nuln Oil. Look, there's another one there. Nuln Oil mixed with a little bit of brown, just so it's not so stark black and white, even though that's how he appears, of course, in the first film. Another little join down there. Then I'm going to fill them, and then it's dry brush a go-go. Ian suggested that the horns on the back and the claws are like a dirty ivory, okay, and that seems to be borne out on the artwork there. So what I'm doing, I've done the toes as you can see, but I think they're too much. I'm going to put a wash of a black over those to darken them down, and I've just started on the rear spines. I'm going to water them down. That looks a bit too strong as well, so I'm going to water them down as we get to the bigger ones, thin them out so more of the grey shows through. What I'm not going to do, I watched the original film last night, and the Godzilla in that film has really large pupils, almost cartoon size eyeballs. I'm going to do more what the box art has done, which is have them more in scale to the eyeball. So that's what I've just picked out there. All right, so almost done. Oh yeah, and of course I've done all the mouth. So once I've done the spines, finished off the claws, put some gloss varnish in the eyes and the mouth, we're going to be done. All right, with the gloss varnish in the eyes and the mouth, we are done. So happy with how this fella's come out. I mean, you know, there's not an awful lot of work to him. It's going to be odd though. I mean, as I say, he's not actually one of the villains in the Death May Die game. Basically, he appears and will fight the main monster in that scenario. He will fight on your behalf. I'd like to see how he's going to get inside the casino and all the other rooms, but there you go. You could say that about Cthulhu himself. So very pleased. Thanks to the person on the Facebook page for giving me the heads up that he was available on Amazon UK. Before I go, just a little compare and contrast size-wise. There he is facing off against my Star Beast.